This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
This is Sid on Sports. Sponsored by Peerless Boilers on 77 WABC.
Justin Ellick here with your bottom of the hour sports update, sponsored by Pete Morgan and Peerless Boilers. Go to peerlessboilers.com, paviliontankless.com to find a dealer near you. They're the world's best built boilers at the stadium in the Bronx yesterday. Giancarlo Stanton hit a very loud tie-breaking grand slam in the third inning, and the Yankees beat the Toronto Blue Jays 8-3 for their 8th win in 10 games to start the season, still undefeated in series wins. Up next for the Bombers, they'll open up a 3-game set tonight at home against the 1-9 Miami Marlins, the MLB's worst. First pitch from Yankee Stadium scheduled for 6:05, with Nestor Cortez set to get the start. Out in Cincinnati, Francisco Lindor hit a home run and ended a personal 0-for-24 skid, and the Mets beat the Reds 3-1. It was the third longest hitless streak of Lindor's career. Sean Manaea, he was good again in his second outing for the Mets. He lowered his ERA to .82 after allowing 1 run and 3 hits in 5 innings. He walked 2 and struck out 6. Victory gave the Mets their first series win of the season after that 0-5 start. A 4-game series in Atlanta does begin tonight with veteran righty Julio Teheran set to make his Mets debut. First pitch there scheduled for 7:20 p.m. in the NHL. Mika Zibanejad had 2 goals and an assist. Artemi Panarin had a goal and 3 assists, and the Rangers beat the Canadiens 5-2 in Montreal. The Rangers have 110 points to lead Boston by 3 points, for the most in the NHL, with 4 games remaining in the regular season for both teams. Out in Newark, the Devils fell 3-2 in a shootout at home to the Nashville Predators. They recorded a franchise best 112 points last season. As you remember, they're currently on the outside of a wild card playoff berth in the Eastern Conference, which is 4 games remaining this year. They are 5 points behind the Detroit Red Wings for the second wild card berth out of the Eastern Conference. On the NBA hardwood in Milwaukee, Jalen Brunson scored 43 points, and the Knicks surged in the second half to win 122-109 and hand the Bucks their 4th consecutive loss. Brunson is a Buck killer this season, averaging 37.2 points in 5 games against Milwaukee this year. Milwaukee's a game ahead of the Knicks and Orlando Magic in the race for the Eastern Conference's number 2 playoff seed, behind the Boston Celtics. And out in Brooklyn, the officially eliminated and still lowly Nets, they got routed by the visiting Sacramento Kings 107-77. In collegiate basketball, with their 87-75 win over the Iowa Hawkeyes in the women's NCAA tournament title game, the South Carolina Gamecocks are your Lady National Champs, became the 10th team in Division I history to complete an undefeated season at 38-0. And out in Glendale, Arizona, 2 1 seeds are all that's left of the men's NCAA tournament field. Purdue and UConn going at each other in a battle of the beast tonight for a right to call themselves national champs.
Connecticut is a 6.5-point favorite. Danny Hurley trying to win their 2nd straight national championship.
Yeah.
But did you see the this Caitlin Clark?
Yes.
Iowa.
Yes.
Best female basketball player in the world,
yes.
And some say one of the greatest ever. So the WNBA players have issued a warning to Caitlin Clark.
Really?
Basically saying, this ain't college, biatch.
What?
Swear to God.
Why are they doing? And then did you see the woman's record who she beat? She called her out?
Yes.
Why do they hate that she's actually doing something good for women's basketball?
That's how girls are.
But she's like giving the game popularity. I mean, more people watch the women's Final Four than the men's Final Four.
That's not true.
Is it not?
I mean, what are you, high?
I thought it was.
You really are an idiot.
I thought it was.
Yeah, go with that.
They thought he was going to pass that, get that right by.
More people.
But anyway,
women
they're breaking records all over the place.
Before we have the next Imus moment, please go to break.
Okay. And John Calipari's going to Arkansas. Sports sponsored by Pete Morgan and Peerless Boilers. Go to peerlessboilers.com, paviliontankless.com to find a dealer near you. They're the world's best built boilers. I'm Justin Ellick on 77 WABC.
Greg Kelly here with an urgent retirement warning. President Trump's return is set to usher in a new golden age, but growing trade tensions and China's ruthless attack on the dollar have rattled the markets. That's why Warren Buffett just dumped $133 billion in stocks. And so too have Jeff Bezos, Larry Page, and even even Jamie Dimon, CEO of the world's largest bank. That's why thousands of informed IRA and 401k savers are now shielding their savings with gold. And the experts at Colonial Metals Group are the only folks I trust to help you to do the exact same thing, especially now after Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki warned of a coming market crash. So visit freegoldguide.com/Kelly or call 800-655-5186. You'll get a free gold guide on how to bulletproof your wealth with gold tax-free. Plus, see if you qualify for a free home safe and as much as $7,500 in free silver. Once again, that's freegoldguide.com/Kelly.